What's going on, Read My Lips people? We are back. Back like we ain't never left, baby. Oh boy, it's been an interesting last couple days, has it not? The civil unrest hasn't rested. It still kept going. People are staying out past curfew, protesting. Cops are still beating on people, and it's a madhouse. It's things are culminating. 2020 will go down in the history books. People years and years and years from now will talk about 2020. I kid you not. The year of COVID, the year the economy at one point seemed like it was going to collapse until they pumped it full of money. The year the pot finally bubbled over and African Americans and people alike all lashed out at the crookedness of the boys in blue. It's been a hell of a year, and it ain't over. So most people I've seen have been standing in solidarity. Now, before I get to one of the main stories I want to talk about, a couple things I want to touch upon. First and foremost, I've been seeing from the African American community, some people have been pushing other ethnicities away that want to stand in solidarity with us. I've been seeing that because they don't understand what we're going through and they never will, those kind of things. And literally, let me read you something. This is quite interesting. Let me read you this. Now, when this is over, the oppressor gets to say they helped you and fight alongside of you. LOL, rolling eye emoji, laughing. So already all white people are the oppressor. They're all generalized. Like y'all friends and shit. I'm sorry, but they haven't earned the privilege to protest with black people on black issues just yet. I'm gonna put this on screen too if it's not already on screen because I want you guys to see this. That they created, because being at protest doesn't grant you immunity from being told some real shit. Now y'all want to come out but ain't want to help George Floyd while he was being suffocated, but you want to protest. Sorry, not your battle nor place. They there and only be there. That's another issue. I don't know what that means. How can you try to be heard or fight for something you're never going to understand? We aren't talking about the last 3 years. Motherfuckers trying to be heard for the last 300. That's the difference. I said what I said. Really? Okay, so I don't know how can I... You're fucking wrong. Yes, for the last 300 years we've been oppressed. And the more fucking people that wake up to it and say, holy shit, this is not fair, and want to fight with us, the fucking merrier. Why on God's green earth would you want to push them? I'm going to break some news to you. You're not winning this battle alone. That's not happening. Full stop. Everyone needs to be in accordance. There needs to be a wave. This kind of separation thinking is just, it's mind-boggling. Since you don't understand, you haven't earned the privilege to protest with us. This shit makes me want to delete people. This is the shit I see on social media. I kind of got to delete you. You're not helping and you're wrong. So please, when people reach out, even if what you think they're doing isn't really gonna fucking make a difference, right? Don't fucking make fun of people for wanting to now support a cause, for wanting to get out there and protest with people, for now saying, holy shit, this isn't fair to you guys. You cannot push those people away. We need those people. If we're going to get legislation done, we're going to get shit done, we need everybody on one accord. Like, I just don't understand that kind of mindset. It doesn't work. It won't work. It won't work. Can you imagine us as blacks telling every other race, we don't want your help? No, we need to be telling them, see, we fucking told you this shit was happening. Now you're going to stand in solidarity with us or what? So I've literally been seeing that on social media. Just wanted to touch upon that. People have actually reached out to me saying, I've tried to reach out to my African-American friends and they've kind of pushed me back. And I get it. I get it. But you can't view everyone as the oppressor. Everyone's not the oppressor. Let me show you. Let me show you why everyone's not the oppressor. And let me show you why I also said, it was in my live stream with the Yang Gang Roundtable, that the alt-right, what they fear the most is actually mixed children. The younger generation coming up doesn't view things the way the older generation does. That hate that the older generation has against each other, that racism that exists there, doesn't exist like that in the same way in the younger generation. And you're seeing a lot of mixed children coming about where their mom's black, their dad's white, their mom's Asian, their dad's black, etc. They're seeing a melting pot. And so when they go out into the real world, they don't judge people the way the past generations have, because they see all colors in their family. And the alt-right literally said that is what they're afraid of. They're not afraid of black men rising up. They're afraid of mixed children. And I love that this generation coming up is getting more into politics. And they're more open-minded. Now, I say all this to say that I saw a video of a girl schooling her parents. And this is, if you clicked on the thumbnail, I said, it's called The Issue. This is the issue that we have to fight against, right? We already know of the police brutality. We already know the system is set against us, is rigged against us in every way, shape, and form. We know this. Not just blacks, but the broke folk in general, right? But it's like blind. Some people have blinders. The person that wrote that about pushing people away, you can't protest. You haven't the right to protest with us. Blinders. The people you're about to see in this video, blinders. And how ironic is it that it's the younger generation schooling her parents on what is going on? Her parents have generalized people. Ghetto. They don't believe in privilege. They think everybody is in the same place at the start line. They really don't. They clearly live the comfortable life. You can tell. They've never had a real want. They've probably wanted, but not a real want. You could just listen to what they're saying, and you can tell it does not click, and it will never click. And the girl, God bless her heart. Here's the video.
Do you know how many?
No, shut up.
No.
Can you shut your mouth for a minute?
No.
Because I actually work in the ghetto. I see the people.
Do you know why they're in that
Go and I
position?
see these people.
Do you understand the systematic
They
and
get all
historical
kinds
reason
of
for why they're in
chances
that
and
position?
They don't care. All they want to do is be ghetto.
No.
Yes, there's some that don't, and there's good people.
No.
Most of them just want to suck off the system or do something bad like drugs or gangs. And that's all
They
care
have
about.
been oppressed. They have
It
not been
doesn't
given
matter.
the
They
same
get the
opportunities
chances.
you have
Yes,
had.
they do, and there's plenty of black people.
No, they
There's
don't,
plenty
Dad.
There's plenty of
And you not
minorities.
recognizing that as an issue is the reason why it's still continuing today.
I see them all over. There's all kinds of successful people that are of color. It doesn't matter what color, brown, white.
But it's a lot
orange,
harder for
yellow.
them to get to that
It doesn't
position.
matter. When they do, they're fine. But there's always filthy animals. And that
You're
is-
calling people of color black
No.
animals. You're calling them animals.
I'm talking. You didn't
Are
let me
you
finish.
kidding me?
You didn't let me finish.
That's not
I'm
okay.
talking about the
No,
children
no
part,
matter what,
too.
that's not okay. No matter what, it's not okay. Racism is not okay. Why do you think that racism is okay?
Oh, that's mine.
Haley, I'm gonna look at. No, I'm looking at statistics
That's my
right
medal.
now.
I gotta get a necklace.
Your statistics they can be warped. Statistics can be warped. You want me to show you videos?
So why are my,
Do you want me to show you videos of cops? I will do
why
it.
is statistics wrong?
Because they can be
Right.
warped. I'm not giving statistics right now. They can be warped. Personal experiences can't.
No, because this is actually putting it into play. When you
Do I need to show you a bunch of videos of cops attacking protesters? Peaceful
All you do
protesters.
is watch that
listen
shit.
to this. This is the number.
You mean I'm informed and educated?
You're not though.
Yes, I
You're
am.
one-sided informed.
Mom, I was watching political stuff and you said to turn that off because you don't want to hear about it.
Because
That
I'm
means that
sick
I
of
am
hearing
educated on it and
sick
you
of
are not.
hearing it. I'm sick of hearing it.
The fact that you can have that ignorance for the majority is bliss.
Okay, so-
Ignorance for the minority
So I'm
is
looking at statistics
destruction.
that are wrong. This is just pure wrong information out there.
Just give me the statistic.
In 2017, 457 white people were shot to death by the police in the United States.
Okay.
223 were black.
76% of the population is white. 13% is black.
I
If-
get that.
If they were being killed at the exact same rate by police officers, the rate of black people being killed would be 8.9. But it's not. It's 24%. The rate of white people being killed should be about where it is. So they're being killed at a higher rate. There is more white people, meaning that the amount of people killed by cops who are white would be higher.
The reaction of the person. I'm not saying
Because
it's,
they're
I'm
tired.
not saying it's
They're tired
right.
of being treated
I'm
that
not
way.
saying it's right.
Good.
But if they started teaching them that this is the world that we live in, you don't want to be killed. Why do you think your friend's father taught him that?
Because
He
so
does-
that
that
his
he-
black son doesn't end up dead like Tamir Rice.
Because he doesn't want him to grow up with the chip on his shoulder that
He doesn't
no
want
police
his black son to end up dead.
Exactly.
That's not okay. Why do you think that's okay?
Because
Why is it something that you're okay with? Why is that
I'm
a
not-
reality that
who's
you're okay
saying
with?
I'm okay with it.
But you are.
No, I'm not. I'm
So
saying
stand against it. So stand against it. If you're not okay with it, so stand
you wanna know
against
when I'll
it.
stand against it? When the black people in the ghetto stop carrying an illegal weapon. When the black people in the ghetto stop murdering each other.
I'll start caring about cops when they stop killing black people.
I'll start caring about black people when they stop killing cops.
Okay, wow. That video went viral, and that girl was right on everything she said. And you can tell when she gets older, she'll be able to handle situations like that even better. Right now, she's still young. Those are still her parents, and there's still a lot of emotion involved. At one point, she was holding back tears. You can see she was holding back tears because her parents are generalizing her friends, people she goes to school with, people who she looks up to. They've generalized. Obviously, she has friends of all different ethnicities. The younger generation doesn't see other people the way that the older generation does. You know that old trope, like, I don't see colors. This is legit the younger generation. They're not prejudging people. Her parents, they different mindset. And this girl knew some stats. She knew some facts. And like me, she got into politics and started absorbing politics at a young age. And the video I just did, it's all coming together. It's coming together like glue. It's coming together like glue. This mic must be made out of Elmer's. Remember I said I was posting pictures in my last video. Woke shit that people want to turn away from, people, things that people don't want to pay attention to. And I've literally gotten people DM me and yell at me, I don't want to see that, take that down, blah, 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 blah. Because they wanted to ignore the reality of the situation. They didn't want to think of the shit that was actually going on. They wanted to be comfortable in their bubble. What did her parents say? when her kid is listening to politics and absorbing it, what's her mom say? I don't want to hear it. Turn that off. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to see it. I don't want to hear it. Willfully ignorant. Her mom wants to be willfully ignorant. I want to stay in this bubble. I don't want to learn anything else beyond what I already know. I don't want to hear any other opinion. I don't want to hear a stat. I don't want to see statistics. I only want to know the numbers I know and what I know, and anything else beyond that realm, I do not want to know. Meanwhile, her kid is absorbing politics, becoming educated on the matter. These are the people that will eventually run the country. This younger generation will eventually run the country. I've always said I'm always down and willing to listen to anybody. Even if I don't agree with them, I'm going to hear what you got to say. And then at the end, I might be like, no, dog, let me counter with this. We might meet in the middle. We might just agree to disagree. But I'm going to give you a shot. That's why I listen to Ben Shapiro. And then on the other hand, listen to Kyle Kalinske. That's why I listen to Steven Crowder. And on the other hand, listen to Jimmy Dore. That's why I'll listen to Tucker Carlson. Right? Because they're not in alignment. They're not in alignment. Go from Tucker Carlson to David Dole. Vastly different opinions, vastly different outlook on politics and life. But you know what I'm doing? I'm going to chew the meat and spit out the bones and then come to you and be like, so this is what the fuck is actually going on. God bless that girl. And I really feel for her because she was fighting back tears. Because her parents are literally standing there telling her, yeah, fuck your friends. Fuck your friends. And she's trying to hit them with facts. With facts. She's trying to talk to them emotionally. Like, she's just like, I feel for her. That's a very emotional video. And I don't get emotional or choked up like that very often, but good God, I've been in similar situations like that. Similar. Not exactly, but similar. And I feel for her. I really do. I really do. And things like this, honestly, can make people growing up really jaded. And there will be a disconnect with her parents. What if she marries a black man? What if she marries a Hispanic man? In the back of her mind, she's going to be like, I kind of know how you feel about them. Or what? What are you going to say? No, it's okay. He's one of the good ones. Do you know what I mean? It's tough. It's tough. To the point, here's how ugly it's gotten. It's to the point that Pat Robertson is like, I can't be out. We need to come together. We need to come together. This needs to be a peaceful time. Let's come together. We need to stop this. Because Trump, I almost feel like Trump's trying to throw this election. There's some people that are saying like, oh, Trump's definitely sealed it. I don't see where you're seeing that. I really don't. Like Joe Biden, when he made that joke about if you ain't black, if you ain't voting for me, like, obviously I dislike that. I made multiple videos about it. But I don't see many black people voting for Trump at this very moment with what's going on. And right now, Joe is now above Trump more than Hillary was during this time in the election. All Joe's got to do is shut the fuck up. Every time he opens his mouth, he screws himself. You're standing there talking about, let's not shoot people in the chest and heart. We got to train cops to shoot them in the leg. No, Joe. No, Joe. That's not what we're talking about at the moment, Joe. These people, look, George Floyd was an unarmed black man. Why are we talking about shooting people in the leg? That's not even the conversation right now. Holy smokes. But Trump was going to send the military out into the streets. Now, I agree with Trump that the rioting needs to stop. And I've heard the left say, oh, it's a small percentage of people rioting and looting. To be honest, we don't know the percentage. Like, people are saying 99% of the people are peaceful protesting. Where did you get that stat from? How do you know that? Why do you know that? You're pulling that out of thin air. You really don't know. It could be 80%. Like, you really don't know how many people are peaceful protesting versus the rioting and looting. I will give you that there are more people peaceful protesting than rioting and looting. I will give you that. But we have no idea of the percentage. Like, don't make up stuff like that. But it needs to stop. I just watched a video of them breaking into Wells Fargo. Like, yeah, thanks, George Floyd. Really appreciates you for doing that. And I've heard people making excuses. Oh, their anger has built to the point where, this is what's happening and blah, blah, blah. Yes, the rioting is the pot bubbling over. You're right. Breaking into the Wells Fargo bank to steal all the money or try to get as much money as you can that's just you taking advantage of the situation. That's not part of the pot bubbling over. Right? So I think it needs to be quelled. I think the rioting needs to be quelled. Here's the issue. Trump wants to send to the military. That's not their job. That's not what they do, right? The military isn't going to differentiate between the peaceful protesters and the rioting, and they're going to shut it all down. They're just going to shut it all down. Now, the argument that the left is making, and it's valid, is that it fucks with your constitutional rights. To be honest, we have the right to protest. I don't give a fuck what time it is. Curfew? You set a curfew for me? If you're setting a curfew for 12 and I want to be out there protesting at 1, I'm going to be out there protesting at 1. The Constitution says I can. Isn't that the ultimate? The law above laws? So, sending the military out there, putting a curfew in this scenario, with some, law that was made to fuck with slaves years ago, decades ago, not so great. Even the military advisors are like, dog, I disagree with this. We should not do this. It's almost like Trump's trying to throw the election away. It's like he's trying to throw it away. Really, it really is. He could have easily sealed the deal. Yep, I'm going to give everybody $1,200 till the end of this. And, yep, let's continue unemployment. And he would have been fucking good, really, if he did that. But no, it's like he's trying to be really egregious to the point where even Pat Robertson, right-wing fundamentalist Christian, is disagreeing with Trump and calling him out. Let's take a look.
Welcome to the 700 Club. Is it a time for love or is it a time for war? There's a purpose of everything under heaven we read in the Bible, and there's a time, and it seems like now is the time to say, I understand your pain. I want to comfort you. I think it's time we love each other. But the president took a different course. He said, I am the president of law and order. And he issued a heads up. He said, I'm ready to send in military troops if the nation's governors don't act to quell the violence that has rocked American City. As a matter of fact, he spoke of them as being jerks. You just don't do that, Mr. President. It isn't cool. Well, the question is, does the president have the authority to call out the troops? What do we have? The Posse Comitatus Act? I mean, how do you do it? You got to go all the way back to pre-Civil War days to find an ordinance to give him that authority. Love one another, the Bible says. God is love, and he that lives in love lives in God, and God in him. We've got to love each other. We just have to do that. And people say, well, what about race? Well, God made us all. Let's face it. We all came from one family. If you read the Bible, Adam and Eve, and then all the races came from them. And so we're one race. And we may have different skin color and different shape of our eyes, but we're one. And it's time we recognize. And when you go into these other cultures, you see such wonderful people, you see such loving people, you see people who care for their families, and it's not just something that's unique to the white race, it's to all of us. We're all one race, and we need to love each other. And we cannot let outside agitators feed on the dark side of our humanity. We just can't do it.
So, yeah, the issue is that there are some people that, like that girl's mom and dad, it's like a brick wall. It's like a brick wall. They will never understand. And I've never been too fond of too far gone, saying like people are too far gone, right? Maybe since it's, their daughter, they don't look at her words as authoritative. Like they kind of pass it off. Like maybe if it was somebody else, a political figure or someone with power, maybe they'd be more convinced to listen. I don't know, but that is an issue. That is an issue. Now, the other thing that needs to happen right now is they need to start talking about legislation. They need to start talking about bills and laws to be passed, right? Like, for instance, body cams. It's a fucking must, period. It's not up for debate. You turn that off to penalty of law. You turn that shit off, you're going to be charged. Keep it on, full stop. It protects you and it protects the citizens. Why would that ever need to be off? Why? For what purpose would that need to be off? Oh, I feel like there's too much invasion of my privacy as an officer. Well, guess what? If that was too much of an invasion of privacy as your officer, you shouldn't have let it get to this. You should have kept your friends in check when they were doing this egregious shit and this racist shit. But no, you let it happen. You look the other way. And now this is what we've come to. This is what it is. And this is what you have to deal with. Keep your fucking body cams on. And anybody against that, you're out. We don't want nothing to do with you. Get out. You're not holding any seat. We don't want you to have any power. Get out. Like, how can anybody be against body cams? Kamala Harris once was. So, now's the time for that to be talked about. Now, I know Cornel West have been speaking. I know Killer Mike has been speaking. I'll be honest, Killer Mike's never done it for me. I know what he's saying is legit. I get it. Like, what he's saying is legit. He's a good figure. It's just he doesn't hold my attention like a Cornel West does. Something about Cornel West that dude holds my attention, and we need strong political figures, right? We need strong political figures. And look, I'm just gonna say it. It ain't no Barack Obama. It's not him. Like, I know a lot of people are saying, "Oh, Obama will be perfect right now." You don't know about politics, do you? You really don't. We need, you need strong political figures that are going to make these changes with great ideas and that aren't operating as a moderate. That video saddened me. The other thing is, it's a couple days late, so I'm not going to make a huge announcement of it, but Kamala Harris and andrewyang teaming up. Wouldn't have expected that. Kamala, darling, weren't you laughing at Yang at one point? I don't hold any ill will towards you, Kamala. If you're doing the right thing, then you're doing the right thing, and I'm going to give you kudos for doing the right thing. I'm not going to, besmirch you or beat you down every second I get, every chance that I get, because you did stupid shit during the past and during this primary run. I'm going to give you credit when you do something right and still hold you accountable when you do something wrong. So, like, if Joe Biden came out for UBI tomorrow, like, I absolutely dislike Joe Biden, but I'd be like, good job. So, Kamala Harris, good job. Yang just gets people over to his side. He might have the force. Yang might have the force. You gotta look into that shit. So, that's pretty much it. I have more coming for you. Hopefully it can be posted tomorrow. Just know, schedules are tight. Schedules are tight right now. Connecticut's back into full effect with work. So, it went from, oh, you got an exorbitant amount of free time to, oh, you got 4 hours. Good luck. So, thanks for watching. Thanks for the support. I definitely have some videos I got to release for you guys tomorrow, for sure. So, if you like what you see, if you like what you hear, please like, comment, subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. If you don't, let me know in the comment section why. I'm always down to talk about it. I have a Cash App, a PayPal, a Patreon, and a Venmo. The links are in the description below. please feel free to donate. Every little bit helps. Hopefully I'll be talking to you guys soon. Have a good one. Stay safe. Peace.
Sometimes I'm feeling high, but sometimes I'm feeling low. I wanna stay inside, I could call my bed my home. I've been trapped inside my mind, that's what keeps me in the zone. I think that I'll be fine, but I do not really know, yeah. It's too late for me, not too late for you. To be great, you'll see, the pain's worth the truth. I don't wanna be just someone that's new. I speak my mind so free, so you could hear the truth. Yeah, I know that we all have fear. In the back of our minds we hear the devil that's in our ear. Let it push you to see more clear. I don't wanna think about the pain no more. Everybody's not the same. We all open different doors. Yeah, we've all got different brains. That's what keeps starting these wars. I just stay within my lane, hope my words even score. I just try to keep it real, find a way to buy